Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy back to do your December 2015 readings. I will again be using the Gilded Tarot deck, drawing 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, along with an additional card for your overall theme or general feeling of the month. These are general readings, so they may not apply or resonate the same with everyone who watches them, so I suggest you also check your rising and your moon sign as well. For those of you who are interested in more personal readings, you can click on the About button on my channel's homepage, and that will give you a little more detail about myself, the services I offer, and my contact information. I will be running specials for the month of December from the 1st to the 31st. I will be offering 25-minute readings for, 30-minute readings for $25 and 60-minute readings for $50. A special thank you to those of you whom I read for already this month. It's been an honor. Thank you. And for those of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel, thank you so very much for all your support and for your comments and feedback. And a very happy holiday goes out to all of you. So let's get started. This video is for Libra for the month of December 2015. Libra, December 2015. I do pre-shuffle the cards thoroughly before each and every reading, but I like to give them a last bit of a shuffle while I'm actually recording with you. So what does December hold for Libra, December 2015 for Libra? Okay. For the first week, we have the Empress card, followed by the Six of Swords. For the second week, we have the Nine of Cups, followed by the Star. For the third week, we have the Four of Swords, followed by the Four of Pentacles. For the fourth week, we have the Ace of Wands, followed by the Three of Wands. And as a general theme or feeling of the month, I drew a card from the bottom of the deck, and that card is Strength card. This card also functions in the position of an advice card. So, wow, Libra, what a full month this looks like it is for you. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. So let's begin. We start with the Empress, which is a major arcana card. The words I think about, the words that are associated with the Empress are fertility, abundance. She has a kind of a sensual sort of beauty to her. This is the Empress, a jump up from the Queen. She is the gentle exuder of energy. She is holding everything in perfect balance. She has walked quite a long road and gained quite a lot of wisdom and clarity, and she is grounded with herself. She is the ultimate nurturing mother. This is the sign, can be the sign of fertility for those of you who might be finding out that you're pregnant this month. Now this is paired with the Six of Swords. I think what a beautiful coupling this is. The Empress represents a place in your life that you're coming into either at the end of November or the beginning of December. And paired with the Six of Swords, it represents having coming through or having just come through a very trying, turbulent time. Swords, the element is air, and swords is the suit that represents our mind, our thoughts, our way of thinking, our intellect, logic, reasoning, things like that. And this shows a woman who is sailing away by the light of the moon with 6 swords in the boat with her. I've always thought of them as just thoughts she's taking with her, ways of thinking she's taking with her. And she's sailing into smooth waters. I see this as a fairly serene card, and I see this often come up in readings where people are coming through or going through a healing process where they're moving from one difficult phase of their life into another difficult phase of their one difficult phase of their life into a more serene and calmer area in their life. And it looks like you're either ending the month of November or coming into the month of December feeling, I get a feeling of being full, a feeling of being fulfilled, a feeling of having things finally start to come together for you, and it looks like you're at this place because you've come through what appears to be a very trying, a very difficult and challenging time in your life. Now, in the second week we have the Nine of Cups, followed by the Star card. What an absolutely beautiful combination to have. It's almost as if you've won the lottery or something, Libra. If you have, ping me, I want to know. The Nine of Cups is often referred to as the wish card. This is the yes card. This is a card of getting what you want, of the thing that you fantasize about or dream about, having that thing. This shows a man who is standing in front of 8 cups. He's holding the ninth one up as his hand. He's celebrating. This is a card about, again, this is another echoing card of abundance. This is a card about having as much as you want to eat, to drink, about being merry, about celebrating, about just having your wish come true in almost a rather decadent sort of way. And this is paired with the Star card, which, like the Six of Swords, this is a major arcana card, and it's a larger message following the Six of Swords in that this card is a card of faith primarily. It's of hope. It's a card that I see come up typically after somebody's been through um, a rather traumatic or even cataclysmic event in their life. It's a card about healing. It's a card about hope. It shows a beautiful woman um, unabashedly pouring her cups out into the water with the absolute confidence and reassurance and faith that they will be refilled again because the source is limitless. This is a card of healing. This is a card of hope, of having faith in whatever your spiritual structure is, God, spirit, the divine. Um, this is a card that usually happens after somebody has come through something very difficult, very challenging, very painful. And it underscores the message of the Six of Swords of you're entering the month feeling very abundant and very nurturing, very fertile, whether that's actually physically or just in your frame of mind and heart after coming through some kind of hardship. You're sailing into serene waters and you're feeling as if you have a sense of hope and a sense of faith again. Um, and it's blessing your life with a wealth of abundance and having the things that you want, your wishes coming true. What an absolutely amazing combination, Libra. For those of you for whom this doesn't resonate with, check your rising and your moon sign. But for those of you for whom it does, uh, congratulations and kudos to you. This looks like a fabulous month for you. Now, in the third week of the month, we have the Four of Swords, followed by the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Swords is a card about rest and healing, which seems to be quite the theme in this month for you, Libras, for whom this resonates. It seems like you're just in a really wonderfully feeling spot in your life. You feel very good. You have the things around you that you want, and it's something about having come through something very difficult, like you've almost been through a war, a battle of some kind. Maybe you've come from abject poverty and you just came into a large amount of money or something. But this card, it's a sword card, which is a mental card too. It shows a man laying on his bed. There are 3 swords pointing down at him, and his own is lying close by his hand in case he needs it. You can see that he's dressed for battle. He's either just come from a battle or he's in the middle of a battle. For the time being, he is not engaging with anyone. He's not engaging with the other swords around him, even though he is ready to if he needs to. For now, he is resting. He's taking a time out. This person has really been through something, and this is a card of rest, of healing. It's also a card of going within and can be a card that touches base on whatever your spiritual structure is too. And a time of going within and perhaps seeking support and counsel from someone whose spiritual structure matches that of your own. But above all, it's a card of rest, it's a card of healing, it's a card of time out. And it's paired with the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles, the element being earth, and it's a suit that represents the earthly, tangible things around us, typically money, resources, finances, assets, job, that sort of thing. And I've heard this card referred to as the miser card, although I don't necessarily like that name. But it represents an unwillingness to let go. It represents holding on very tightly to something, almost obsessively tightly to something, out of fear that you're going to lose it and you're unwilling to share it. You're just clutching it to you as tight as you can, and which is exactly what the man in this card is doing with his pentacles. He's holding on very tightly. He's not interested in letting any of them go. And I think paired with the Four of Swords, Libra, again, I really get the feeling the cards are saying very strongly that you've really been through something very, very difficult, very painful recently, and you're coming out of it. And not only is this a time of abundance and celebration for you and of having the things that you want finally, but it's also a card of being able to rest from these thoughts that have been plaguing you, these thoughts perhaps of not having enough, and you can finally now rest from having to hold on to things quite so tightly. So that's interesting. In the fourth week of the month, we have the Ace of Wands, followed by the Three of Wands. What an interesting combination to have. So the Ace of Wands, wands, the element being fire and air, it's an action-oriented suit. It implies action, movement, change, power. It's a fiery suit. It's a suit that, for most of the cards in this suit, is about taking action. Aces represent new beginnings, and I also see wands come up in regard to career projects, creative projects, things like that. So it looks like in the last week of the month, you're going to be having an opportunity presented to you, something new, something new is going to be presented to you, an opportunity to begin something anew, a new beginning of some kind. And this is something that is very creative and that really inspires you. It's something that you're really excited about. I keep getting the birth of a new idea, something beginning. And as it's the end of the year, it might be an idea that you have for going into the new year. Perhaps it's a business venture, or you have a pretty even split in your cards this month, so I'm not sure exactly what this birthing of something new refers to, but it's something creative. It's something that you feel very passionate about, and it's going to represent a wonderful new beginning for you. And it's paired with the Three of Wands, which out of the suit of wands is the only card I really see as a more passive card. This is a card more about waiting, about patience. It's a gestation sort of card. It shows a man who has planted two wands in the ground behind him, and he's holding the third one in his hand, and he's standing with his back to us. He's staring out over the horizon. He is watching the ship either leaving or coming back. And this is a card about having put in a lot of effort into something, about having invested as much as you can into something, and you're in the place. The Three of Wands is about being in the place where you're waiting to see how things play out, where whether you're waiting to see whether or not the ship comes back and what's going to be on it when it does. It's more of a card about being patient. And paired with the Ace of Wands, it looks like this opportunity, this new beginning that you're having. It looks like perhaps you've put some work into it, or you're putting work into it as much as you're able to, or perhaps this is an idea you're going to have to be a little patient on as you go into the new year before you begin it. There's just a sense of waiting about it. Perhaps you've begun something by the end of the month, and you have to wait to see how the rest of some part of it, some aspect of it plays out. But it looks like it's going to end up pretty well for you. This looks like just a very creative, a very inspiring sort of thing that you're going to be having the opportunity to do. It's something, again, the birthing of an idea, the birthing of something new, something creative, something very inspirational to you. How interesting, Libra. So the card that you got as an overall theme or general feeling of the month also is your advice card. We have the Strength card, which is another major arcana card. It's a beautiful card to have. It shows a woman and a lion. She has tamed the beast. She has exhibited that strength that was needed for that. But it's a quiet, gentle, solid sort of strength. If you notice, the chain that is around the lion's neck leading to her hand is very loose around him and very loosely held. And this shows a woman who is boldly staring ahead into the future. She's actually moving. You can see the way the dress is flowing behind her and her hair is going behind her. She looks like she's in mid-stride. She's exhibiting this strength and this courage and this bravery. which is also reminiscent of the lion too, courage. And she's moving forward. She's holding steady. She's holding her ground. She is facing whatever it is in front of her with assurance and confidence. So it looks like this is what has been needed for you to have this month. And I also get a very strong impression that this is what has kind of held you together through whatever this difficult thing is that you've been through, that you're moving out of and into this wonderful new place in your life of abundance and peace and prosperity and new beginnings and ideas. I get the very strong feeling that strength is what you have exhibited, strength of mind, strength of body, strength of character above all. So kudos for you, Libra. What a wonderful reading to have. It looks like you've really It looks like you've really triumphed over some adversity, some serious adversity in your life, Libra. And it looks like you're in just really a fabulous place. I'm very curious as to what this Ace of Wands really represents. So for those of you for whom this reading resonates with, if you feel like sharing, please don't hesitate to comment or send me an email about it. And I look forward to seeing how this plays out for you in the year 2016. I can't believe it's a new year already. Libra, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And as always, I wish you joy and blessings and a happy life. Bye.